All right, let's talk three players the Vikings should use more moving forward. Welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Lupagus, rocking it solo today. We're going to talk about three players the Vikings should use more the last 5 games of the season. Before we do, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the vids, and also hit up Liftbridge Brewing Company. Find them in a local liquor store near you, or go to the beautiful facility in Stillwater. Hashtag Liftbridge in the comments of this video and any other recent video. We'll be doing that drawing very, very shortly. We're giving away two $50 gift cards to the Liftbridge online store. All right, so let's talk about three players the Vikings maybe want to start thinking about using a little bit more because their play in recent weeks has been damn good. Let's start with our wee little cornerback, Duke Shelley. Yes, he's what, 5'9", 176 pounds, but this guy is tough as nails. Pound for pound, one of the toughest players on the team. Duke Shelley gets thrown into the mix, thrown into the fire. What's he do? He comes in, he makes plays. Yes. Could he have been flagged for pass interference on a couple of these? Sure, but he's not being flagged for him. He's always going to be a size mismatch. I mean, if there's got a 6'4" receiver, put him on Duke Shelley, it's just nothing Duke can do. But the guy will tackle. He'll lower his shoulder. His coverage is usually pretty tight. Thank God we're getting Cam Dancer back this week. Caleb Evans, who knows if we'll see him again this season or not. But we have Duke Shelley now that we can rely on. He's made big plays in big situations. If Cam Dancer goes down again, we should all feel okay with Duke coming in and maybe even starting if that's what it comes down to down the road. So Duke Shelley, height disadvantage, but tough as hell, and a guy who's going to fight and battle for that ball every time he is targeted. Very, very excited to see more Duke Shelley if that's what it comes to. Let's go another player. Let's go to offense this time. Let's go to Jalen Reagor, former first-round pick who went one pick ahead of Justin Jefferson a couple of drafts ago. Vikings make the deal to get him prior to the start of the season. Last week, he had one catch for 38 yards, also had a rush for 8 yards. And we talked about this in a previous video and in our live the other night. I mean, to get Jalen Reagor more involved, I think this isn't something that's going to happen organically. KJ Osborne is the third receiver. He does his role. What's KJ Osborne's role? Maybe converting a first down here and there. Just being the third option. He's only going to get a couple targets a game, but KJ Osborne does what he has to do. Jalen Reagor, if he continues to be the fourth receiver, there's just not going to be a lot of work. Everything's going to go Justin Jefferson's way. Thielen will get his scraps, and TJ Hawkinson's going to get his. So you have to design plays to get Jalen Reagor more involved. So I don't care if that's a deep shot, if it's just a turn and pitch it to him and let him run. He is shifty, he is quick, he is explosive. And let's see him take some more jet sweeps. This guy can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Made a beautiful adjustment in the air on that bomb Kirk Cousins threw to him. It was a little bit short. Reagor adjusted, came down, made the play. I want to see 4 to 5 plays specifically designed for Jalen Reagor moving forward. Why the hell not? Let's make it happen every now and then, especially the third quarter when this offense starts to go to sleep. Use Reagor as a spark plug, get this thing going again. KOC definitely creative enough to use this guy in various ways that will definitely utilize his talents. Let's go back to defense for the last player. Let's go to Patrick Jones, defensive end, a guy who I thought was probably one of the best defensive players on the field last Sunday against the Jets. Seemed to have a bigger first half than a second half. I don't even remember seeing him out there much in the second half, but he's so technically sound. I mean, he sets the edge in run defense, doesn't let anybody get around him. He overpowered the guy over him, used great arm extension, got his body free. He's also explosive in a pass rush, quick off the ball, can use his arms to fight through blocks. He had 4 total tackles last week, a sack, quarterback pressure, hit the quarterback, tackle for a loss. I mean, Patrick Jones, he had 20 snaps last week. So how many more can he realistically get? I mean, you got Daniel Hunter ahead of him, one of the best pass rushers in the game, hasn't quite had the impact this season that many thought he would. So how do you get him more? I don't know. I mean, 20 snaps. He had 5 against New England, 32 in the blowout against Dallas. He's kind of been averaging, looks about somewhere in the teens. I want to see his number around 25 to 28. Maybe you got to go more 4-man fronts, move him inside on passing situations. I don't care. Get this guy on the field. If Daniel Hunter's, being quiet, rotate him out more. Give Patrick Jones a shot. He's hungry. He wants to prove himself, and he's made some plays for this defense. I mean, really, when you're giving up 400 yards to Mike White, things can't get much worse from a yardage perspective. why not try the young guy out a little bit more? Let's see what he can do. Maybe, again, like Rager can be on the offense. Maybe Patrick Jones II can be that spark plug on the defense. So those are 3 players I think the Vikings should definitely try to get more out of the last 5 games. Let us know if there's anybody else you have in the comments. Don't forget, #LiftBridge, and don't forget to keep your skull in your hole.